This is Shuttle Launch Control at T-minus 3 hours and holding. We are counting down toward today's launch of the STS-56 mission, and all is proceeding on schedule here in Firing Room 3 and also at Launch Pad 39B. Liftoff of Discovery's 16th trip into space is planned for the opening of today's launch window at 1:29 a.m. Eastern Time. The window for today's launch extends for almost 2.5 hours. Weather conditions continue to look favorable for an on-time launch at 1:29 a.m. And we have the flight crew for STS-56 getting into their launch and entry suits. Commander Ken Cameron is being assisted getting into his boots. Crew is making the second attempt today. They reported earlier after the weather briefing that they were ready to go. Mission Specialist Mike Foale. He's flying for the second time today. He flew on the first Atlas mission, and of course today is the second flight of the Atlas payload. Pilot Stephen Oswald. He's flying in the shuttle for the second time today, and will be involved in helping the orbiter make the over 140 maneuvers required for this particular mission. Crew is getting the last minute items stowed into their suits that they'll be using. This is Mission Specialist Ellen Ochoa. She'll be using the robot arm to deploy the Spartan satellite, Spartan spacecraft, and will retrieve the Spartan and put it back in the orbiter's payload bay, and it will come back to Earth. This will be Dr. Ochoa's first flight aboard the space shuttle. And we have Mission Specialist Ken Cockrell. He's also flying aboard the shuttle for the first time today. This is Shuttle Launch Control. We have the STS-56 flight crew members leaving the crew quarters at the Operations and Checkout building. Pilot Stephen Oswald, Commander Ken Cameron, Michael Foale, Ellen Ochoa, and Ken Cockrell. The primary payload for this STS-56 mission is Atlas II. It is the second in NASA's series of atmospheric laboratory for applications and science Spacelab missions. We will be showing you live coverage of the astronauts as they enter into the White Room and as they are assisted in getting into the rest of their gear for the flight today. T-minus 2 hours, 37 minutes and counting. This is Shuttle Launch Control. This is a close-up shot of the hydrogen flare stack located at the pad perimeter, inside the pad perimeter. Hydrogen vapor that is vented off from the external tank as the loading operation continues and the topping off phase continues. That propellant is vented off at through that flare stack and away from the vehicle. The flight crew will close and lock their helmet visors in the next few seconds.
OTC TLT, caution warning numbers clear, no unexpected faults.
Copy. Flight crew, close and lock your visors and initiate O2 flow.
Flight crew out.
15.
T-minus 10, 9, 8. We have a go for engine start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
30.
We have ignition. We have liftoff of Discovery on the second mission to Planet Earth research flight.
Houston now controlling. Discovery is underway, and it's rolled on course for a 57-degree orbit. Three engines on board Discovery now throttling back to 2/3 throttle to prepare the spacecraft to pass through the area of maximum air pressure and go supersonic. Discovery now traveling 1,000 miles an hour, 3 miles east of the launch pad, altitude 6 miles. Good solid rocket booster separation is confirmed.